Hey, you know, I remember coming up as a youngster, right? And everybody used to tell me I wasn't gonna amount to shit. I wasn't gonna be nothing, right? That I was gonna be a product of the streets. And you know, for a long time I was. Shit, I went hard for the streets. I went hard for my guys, man, for my neighborhood. That's what I did. Then eventually, I started catching prison sentences behind it. Go to prison, I hold it down in prison. Shit, I know how to adapt, right? See, I was something like a chameleon. You can put me anywhere and I'll make it. For a long time, man, I believed all these people, man. They told me I was gonna die in prison. They told me when I got out of prison, I'd die in the streets to an overdose. Because that's what my street mentality turned me into, as a drug addict, man. Straight up. I was a people pleaser. I did anything and everything to please somebody else. I never lived for me. This is one time in my life, 4.5 years sober, 4.5 years out of prison, man, that I have lived for me and my recovery. And the one thing I've learned through it all, as long as I keep God first, and my recovery second, everything else falls in line for me, man. Now I know some of y'all think you can do it however you want. You can stay sober by kicking it with the same people, going to the same block, selling drugs, doing whatever. Hey man, that shit is crazy. Because eventually, you go to a barbershop, you eventually gonna get a haircut. And that's facts, man. Everything I do today is to show the ones that is still stuck in addiction recovery is possible. I recover out loud today for all my homeboys that I lost, for their mamas. I try to be a voice for them, man. Because just because they was drug addicts didn't mean they weren't good people, right? They just drew the short end of the stick, right? They never got to get help before they died. And now here I am, a person that's sat side by side with them, shooting the same dope, committing the same felonies, going to prison with them, walking the yard with them. And I got sober, man. Now that right there is my testimony. For the ones that struggling, change is possible, man. You gotta trust the process. We gotta chase our recovery like we did in the streets. I love you guys. Stay sober.